Hello champions, how are you? My name is A and in this lecture we will talk about school grades and how to get better grades at school easily. So are you tired of studying for long hours and not getting the result that you deserve? So I've got some tips for you that will help you get these results with least effort. Let's dive in. So tip number 1 is to pay attention in the class. So if you want better grades, it's better to choose a seat that is not too far away from the classroom board and that is not too near distraction. Some seats, like seats which are near the window, are very distracting because you can look at the ground, at the playing ground, and if a match is going on, you might be more interested in the match than in the class. So choose your seat wisely. Sit near to the teacher and near to the board so you can see, look and note down important points. Tip number 2 is to make good notes. When you are making good notes, write down deadlines and important things which you will go back home and update them in your calendar. Okay, and make your to-do list like the way I've told you in the previous lecture. Tip number 3 is to plan ahead. It's important to plan ahead. It's important to space out your study on time rather than going and cramming everything in the last minute. So it's important to put some amount of things that you need to understand, learn and mug up over a period of time, then to just leave them and just pick them up a day before or 2 days before test and just cram it all. Don't do this, and emphasize on your to-do list and daily calendars like I've told you in the previous lecture. Tip number 4 is to switch it up. If you're studying for a long period of time on a single subject and you're not making progress, you feel that I have been studying mathematics for a long period of time and I'm just bored, but I need to complete this. Switch the subject up, pick up another subject and start studying it. Many times what happens when we do one subject for a long period of time, our brain slows down and performs poorly in that subject. Like you started studying history and now it's been 2 hours, and now whatever you're studying it very, very slowly. You're not able to understand it. So switch the subject up, pick up another subject and start studying that. Tip number 5 is to ask for help. Ask for help when you are in doubt. Ask your friends how they understood or completed this topic. If they're not able to help you out, ask your teacher. If your teacher is not available, ask your tutor if you have one, or your elder brother or sister. Make sure whenever you are facing problems and you're not able to overcome it by yourself, it's important to ask for help, and rather than trying and wasting a lot of time, it's important to ask for help from your father, from your mother, from anybody you like who will help you get through it. Tip number 7, study what the teacher emphasizes on the most. Whatever the teacher emphasizes on by saying it is important or to remember it, mark it and study it more than other topics. It is also important to do the questions that the teacher says these questions are important. There are some back questions, the exercises that there are in the text, and many a times while going through that chapter, your teacher will point on specific questions in that exercises that these questions are very important. Make sure to attempt them. So mark those questions and attempt those questions more than other questions. So tip number 8 is to sleep and get more rest. If you're not sleeping well, you will not be able to perform well in school. Please know that. Try to sleep more and study more. And it is very important to get a good night's sleep before exam. Tip number 9, complete your school notebook. Because many of the questions that your teacher will ask in the main exam will come from the questions she told you to replicate in your class notebook. So make sure to complete your class work and go through that class work as many times as you can. And tip number 10 is to understand the marking scheme. If you want to perform well, you have to know which tests carry the maximum number of marks in your main marking scheme and which tests carry low. So it's important to emphasize more on the tests that carry more marks. By following these steps, you can study smarter and not harder and achieve better grades at your school. However, it is important to find what suits you, and it is more important to be more consistent in studying. So now comes the important section, the A tips. The SHF tips, super hyper focused tips. Leave your smartphone and switch to a feature phone. Example, this is my feature phone that I used in my JEE preparation. So here is what you want to have on your feature phone that will improve your productivity. It should have some motivational clips that will motivate you when you don't want to study or you don't want to work. white noise or study music. This was my go-to phone whenever there was some activity going in my home and that prevented me from studying. I just used to connect my headphones to this phone and play white noise. For me, I used rain sound. I got a 3-hour clip of rain sounds from YouTube. I converted it to MP3 format and I put it into this phone, and I listened to that clip while studying, so I couldn't hear what was going around me, and it made me super hyper focus. So put some thinking and writing songs for me. Classical songs or classical beats help me think and write. And then put some guided meditations that will help you meditate. And the last thing you want to put on this phone is some religious music or some bhajans for me. That would help you calm down if you start panicking a day before your exam, because some exams are very important and they make us panic. So having some religious music or some music that helps you calm down is also very important, and listen to it. And when you take breaks, put 5 minutes 10 minutes timer on your phone, on this feature phone, and keep it somewhere away. It will ring, you go up, pick it up, no distraction and only productivity. So that was all of my tips that I could give you. This has been and thank you for watching.